Exercise 9. Battement dégagé and attitude à la seconde, relevé and balance. So with the same idea though, but let's add on, we're going to do a dégagé. Okay, so when your foot goes off the floor, that's a dégagé, all right? So we're going to do 1, 2. Now let's right away do 3. So you hit that position right away, and 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the count of 1, you've got to be there, right? Toe and toe. So you've got a brush here, and you've got that push. So those are the 2 things your foot does. So you do 4 of those, then you roll up. Now this is, we start getting something a little more complicated here. You're going to shift the weight, okay? And what you want to feel here is the weight is in that foot, and you're up with your neck, you're pushing down the bar. Now, if I let go and I want to balance here right now, see, my body wants to go that way because I'm not perfectly turned out. So I always have to turn my leg in until I feel that now, okay, my hips are resting squarely on the foot, so I can balance. So what you're going for here is you want to balance on, this is customary what we call a half to or demi-point, you see? But if you go higher with the arch, we call that 3/4. So you're almost off your metatarsal. That's where you want to balance, okay? Don't stay low here, and sacrifice the high relevé, okay, just so that you can be more turned out. Because when you're low like that, it makes you, when you pirouette, then it makes you stay off the center point, the balance point here. Whereas you see, if you can get as high as you can, then you're more directly over the balance point, your toes. So that's what we're going for here as well as supporting side, number 1, hip square, pushing down, okay, all of that. Also, you can breathe out when you're working as much as you like. You can exhale, ballet dancing is all about turning out, pushing it out, looking out, okay, breathing out, all right? All right, let's bring Jennifer on. Okay. Okay, now ready? You begin with dégagé, and 1. Good, now attitude, 2, good, P. 1, and you want to really keep yourself stretching away. Again, toe, good, push, good, and it's very quick. 1, good, 1. Okay, now here we go. We're going to find the balance. Now shifting the weight, good. So concentrating right that you can balance the foot, good, easy, very nice, good. Plie, other leg, good, and breathe out. Good, and whoosh, you feel the shoulder, the hip, the toe, always the supporting side. That's why that leg can move freely, because she's got her weight and energy on this supporting side. Good. Okay, and pushing down. Now here we go. So the first thing you try to, where is this arch? Right. So the weight's there. So this foot will never wiggle. That's the most important. Good. Good. And steady. Let's do it again. Breathing out. Easy. Good. And out. Good. Good. Feel this side. Never to let it twist. Right. Good. So pressing the shoulder down, pushing the hip forward. Use the muscles here. Good. Okay. Good. So the main thing we're going for here is that she can balance with her hips level. Shoulders down, the head should feel light, the foot doesn't wiggle. Okay, steady. It's the hips, yes, okay. Plie, good, and out, good, and out. And let's see on this side a little more, right. No, you don't need to lean, but just the feeling of the head, the ear, the shoulder, good. Right. Okay. Then you push down, and then right away, go with the hip. Right away, push it over. Just go. Right. And see, she lets her leg turn in. You don't have to rush the balance. Easy, easy. Keep the head, keep the head, keep the head, keep the head. See, you want to go that way a little bit, don't you? And plie, rest. Yeah, we should talk about that, by the way, because, no one is equally built or balanced on either side. So you notice how Jennifer kind of went over that way. So go up, Jen, again. We talked about, I think, at the photo shoot, that even though, right, you're nice and square, but you need to identify a little bit more this side of your head and the shoulder, okay, because you saw how you kind of went over that way. All right, so just think this way. Try, right, now you're square, and give me your left ear, right? Yes, your left ear, your left shoulder, your left ear. Come on, give me your left ear, it's going away. Right, okay, and rest. But you're probably going to find the same thing. You know, that one leg, it's easier to balance on than the other, and everyone's like that. Okay, so you have to kind of, that's where mirror work is very important, so that you can learn to see, and you may never feel comfortable doing it, but the point is that you're going to be able to balance. And that becomes important because when you do your pirouettes later, you've got to stand on one leg, you know, and so one side may feel just easy to do and you love to turn in one direction, but the other side you don't because you fall. And it's usually because of something like this, all right? So you learn to use the mirror and you just learn to memorize, okay? It may never feel good, but you're going to be able to stay there forever without falling down. Okay, so you have to just learn to recognize that, and you know, you're learning how to work with your body. I mean, that's what all this is about.